Welcome back to Noble Credit Jewels. I run a credit restoration company called Noble Credit Pull, and today's topic is secured credit cards. They're legendary. If you don't have any credit history, one of the best ways to enter the credit game is with a secured credit card. That's how I started. I started with Navy Federal. We're gonna get into Navy Federal another day. Love them, love them, love them. And a lot of people do, and eventually you'll see why. Now, the way secure credit cards works is like this. You put down $200 to $500 typically, and you give the bank that deposit. The bank holds that money as collateral in case you decide to, mess up. And then that'll be your limit. Whatever you deposit will be your limit on that credit card, and you use that card responsibly, and eventually your secure credit card will turn to an unsecured credit card, and you're in the game. That's how I started. Again, I started with a Navy Federal. Some popular cards I can recommend is Discover It. That's probably my favorite because of the cash back. Not a lot of cards like that with no annual fee offer that type of benefit. Another one I recommend is Capital One. Capital One is big. I'll make sure that my brothers got that. Now, secure credit cards, again, you want to make sure that you are responsible with whatever your balance is, whatever your limit is on that credit card. That credit card, say it's a $500 card, you want to be within the 30 percentile. 30% of 500 is $150. You want to make sure that your spending limit every month is less than $150. Stay within that range. If you have a $200 card, 30% of $200 is $60. So you really don't want to be spending too much. And after maybe 6 to 8 months, typically, your card will go from secure credit card to an unsecured credit card. And now you got a line of credit from the bank. Whoever you do your secure credit card with, and whatever money you put down as collateral, you'll definitely get that back into your account. And they'll increase your line, whatever you started out with. Say you started out with 200, you end up with 700. From my experience, I started out with 500 Navy Federal, and they ended up giving me like 1,500, I want to say. So that was a big jump. I was ecstatic, and I've been, going crazy ever since. Secure credit cards are an amazing way for young people and people who have no credit history to get into the credit game and start building it up and getting to a point to where you can be approved for larger lines of credit. But again, you gotta set up your profile in a way where lenders can see certain data points and be willing to give you lines of credit. In my thicker profile kit, I give you tips and a couple of trade lines that you can add to your profile to make sure your profile is thick. Make sure your profile is thick. You want to have certain types of credit lines reporting so that when you do go for other lines of credit from other banks, they see those data points and then they'll give you another line matching that or somewhere within the range of those large credit lines. To be explicit, what I'm talking about is $5,000 lines. So when banks see that you have $5,000 lines, they're more willing to give you a card that's within that $5,000 range, which is why it's so important. A lot of people's profiles aren't set up properly. So I'm signing out. Noble Credit Jewels is what we just went through. Again, more jewels for you. Noble Credit Pull is the name of my credit restoration service. So reach out to me if you have any questions, concerns, tips, tricks to boost your credit, put yourself in a position to win. Again, when it comes to your credit, you're supposed to pay attention to it the same way you pay attention to your children. When it comes to your credit, you're supposed to focus on it the same way you focus on your bank account, making sure those numbers are right. When it comes to your credit, you're supposed to nurture it the same way you nurture a plant. Signing out.
I've been up since like 3 a.m. I don't hear the hate, what y'all say ain't in. All I know is go, all I know is grind. I'm on your head, all I know is climb, just know I'm different. If I see the target, just know I'm gonna hit it.